What's going on, guys? It's your boy Hollywood Steve back with another video. Alright, in today's video we are going to review Monday Night Raw. Let's get into it, shall we? So I want to start off by saying that Monday Night Raw was average. It wasn't it didn't blow me away like super exciting. I wasn't overly excited about the episode. Um, focused on mainly focused on Braun Breaker and the fallout from that. So it's just kind of. But let's get into it. Braun Breaker opens Raw. Raw it's just a cold open. Not even the big intro. Just cold open to Braun Breaker destroying the commentary table and he calls out Adam Pearce. LA Knight comes through the crowd and drills Logan Paul and Theory with the chair, then runs back through the crowd. Then that was kind of it. That was kind of it. We got a recap of the Royal Rumble from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And then we got the first match of the night, Javon Evans taking on El Grande Americano. Then they showed it. We saw again Javon Evans' Royal Rumble stats. He was the Iron Man. Super great showing. Americano controlled things. Javon Evans flew over the top rope, as he always does. He was super bouncy in this show in this match. Evans tries to go after Ryo. He goes after Ryo and ends up going right into the tries to throw Ryo into the ring, but he gets hit with a basement dropkick, putting El Grande Americano in control. Evans hits a satellite DDT. That is a cool move, by the way. Giving him control of the match. Then Javon Evans connects with a red dot. Javon hit a swanton coast to coast, and with a distraction from the original El Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable, Javon hit the OG cutter for the win. And then we got Gunther. Gunther came out to totally being a troll, totally being total heel move. I kind of liked it. It was kind of Gunther is just playing up with his heel character. He's just playing up this heel and this career killer gimmick. So Gunther comes out to AJ Styles' music, does his whole thing as just to completely troll everybody. Then it switches to his theme, and he makes his way to the ring. And as he's going through who he's retired, Dragon Lee comes running down as Gunther's gloating, and got drilled got drilled with the. And Gunther drills him with the bell after Dragon Lee puts him over the timekeeper's area, and as he's going for a spear or something, or gonna do something to Gunther. Gunther nails him with the bell and just goes for the sleeper, puts him in the sleeper, and then hangs him over the ropes and the ring apron in the sleeper. Finally, he gets broken up. And then we got a recap of the Vision taking out LA Knight 2 months ago. Then we go backstage to Adam Pearce texting someone, and I have in my notes, maybe the Masked Assailant. When Paul Heyman walked up to confront Pearce, Heyman tried to. Heyman was like, you know what's going on, basically, and he goes. Pearce says, "Well, I've told Braun Breaker to leave the building. You need to go escort him out of the building. He's done. I'm not going to do this." So Paul Heyman's trying to escort Braun from the building, and he's just throwing everything. He's trying to get him under control. Okay, so I was a little confused here because the War Raiders were in the ring, supposed to have a tag match. What happened to their tag team opponent that they were supposed to wrestle? Obafemi's music hits. I'm like, what is this? Okay, Oba's music hits. Oba comes out and just no bell, no cover, no referee, nothing. Just Oba comes out and completely just decimates both Eric and Ivar. It was like a impromptu handicap match that wasn't really a handicap match. That was interesting booking on that part from the WWE on that one. I know that you're trying to establish Oba here is this dominant force. But that was just a little weird. I didn't understand that one. But it was cool nonetheless just to see Oba come out and just absolutely annihilate and destroy people. I love Obafemi. Love Oba. And then we got the Bella Twins returned to set their sights on the tag team titles. We had Alpha Academy backstage and talking to one of the guys who has a YouTube channel, has a show on Netflix. Maxine Dupree walks up and says next week in her match against Natty, she's going to break Natty's ankle. And Maxine was fired up. She was not in the mood to mess around. She was fired up. Then we got Penta. Penta took on Bronson Reed, and Reed just absolutely pretty much dominated most of the match. The ref got taken out by Penta accidentally. Penta picked up the win though here with thanks to LA Knight, who struck again with the BFT on the chair to Bronson Reed, rolls him back. Bronson couldn't beat the 10 count. Bronson tried to get back up after getting hit with the BFT on the chair and couldn't get back in the ring. And Paul Heyman was beside himself. And as Michael Cole said, definitely it was not. I agree. It was not a good night for Paul Heyman. Not a good night for Paul Heyman. And then after a video package from for the street fight between Stephanie Vaquer, the women's world champion, and Raquel Rodriguez, Dirty Dom returned to introduce Liv Morgan. So Dirty Dom has returned from injury. He is the AAA Mega Champion or Mega Campeon and the Intercontinental Champion. He's been out for a while. And then Raquel Rodriguez came out. Raquel and Liv go back and forth. Raquel asks Liv um, why she threw her out at the Rumble. Um, and Raquel, Liv was like, "Hey, we're still sisters." Blah 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 blah. Then Stephanie's music hit, and we got into the match. And after a few miscues by Rodriguez, she still dominated the match. But you could tell she was either distracted or whatever. But there was a few miscues. There was a couple of miscues here. But Vaquer kept coming back. She hit double knees in the corner while Raquel had the trash can over her head. That was a pretty good spot. Then Liv and Roxanne Perez tried to interfere. As Liv first handed Raquel the belt, and then we got Roxanne Perez. She jumped up on the apron, tried to interfere. Stephanie Vaquer knocked her off, and she goes through the table. Which all that whole thing and handing the belt to Raquel backfired. Vaquer neutralized Liv and Roxanne. Like I said here, as Perez jumped up onto the apron, she got headbutted through the table. Vaquer countered Raquel's top rope powerbomb into a Hurricane Rana and hit the twisting senton for the win. Then she gets jumped by Liv. And Liv looks at the title, holds up the title, is like, well, this is the one I'm going after? I don't know. I'm going to go to SmackDown and talk to the women's champion on SmackDown. Let me give you some advice, Liv. You don't want to mess with Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is not one that you want to play games with. She is a storm for a reason. So, I mean, unless Liv wants to, for lack of a better choosing of word here, activate the storm, then I would say, yeah, okay. But, I don't like her chances if she goes after Liv. If she goes after Jade Cargill. I don't like the chances on that one. Then we got the final, didn't even have a match. And I thought we were supposed to have a match. I thought it was supposed to be LA Knight, versus well, I guess because Braun got kicked out. I guess because Braun got kicked out of the building and escorted out of the building, we didn't get our match. So we had the final segment which was Roman Reigns and CM Punk going face to face, and they both are going over their accolades and who's better than who, why CM Punk is the best in the world, and why Roman, and their history with Paul Heyman, and they're going back and forth. And Roman chose CM Punk as his WrestleMania opponent. And you kind of knew that this was gonna happen. You kind of knew that Roman was gonna pick Punk. You kind of knew that here. Punk told Roman, well, he said you could go after the easy target in Drew, but or you could go after the more challenging target. You could come after me. And And I do honestly think that as much as I like this Drew character, as much as I like this character that Drew has turned into, I think Roman would absolutely beat the living daylights out of him. Roman would end up winning, and Drew's title run that he wants to have would again be vanquished. Be vanquished by the tribal chief. So I like this match a lot better at WrestleMania. I like this match a whole lot better versus going after Drew. I like Punk versus Roman. I like Roman going after Punk here. I think this is a much better play for Roman because you have the Paul Heyman history, you have the War Games from a few years ago where, if you guys remember, Roman and Punk were in the same cage together, and Punk goes to come out. Roman puts his hand up against the cage. He's like, "Yeah, no, dude, I don't think so. I'm going to handle this." So there's definitely a history there for sure. And I think this will be a much better match. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be an okay. I think it's gonna be a good match. It's not gonna. I don't think it's going to. I mean, Sorry, I'm gonna take that back. I think it will blow the roof off the building. I think it might be a stretch. Let me know what you guys think. It's going to be an incredible match. It's going to be an awesome match. Allegiant Stadium's going to explode when Punk and Roman go toe to toe when they tango. When Punk and Roman tango, it's going to be good. It's going to be really, really, really good. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that it's going to be really, really good. So, anyway, that is Monday Night Raw. Like I said, not much to speak of. And I'm interested to see where this is gonna go with Punk and Roman. I'm obviously more interested in that than I am in the women's tag division and the Bella Twins. Okay, I grew up watching the Bella Twins. Cool. Okay, nostalgia pop, nice, nostalgic, cool. But I really could care less about the women's division, the women's tag division. I really could care less about those belts and about that entire division in and of itself. They've done nothing to elevate that division. They've not done anything to. So, I really could care less about that. I really could care less about the women's division. But I'll say this. I mean, well, no, I'm not even gonna say it because it's. Oh, sorry guys. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Even the women's world championship, even the women's like world title picture. Okay, cool. Raquel Rodriguez, cool. But you know they're most likely gonna pivot to Liv. Because I don't think it's going to, character wise, for Liv's character, I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to benefit Liv if she goes after Jade Cargill and dethrones Jade Cargill, because she's on Raw. Judgment Day is on Raw. You know, and I think Stephanie Vaquer would be a much better matchup for Liv Morgan than Jade Cargill. She would not be so overpowered by her opponent, because she's absolutely going to get out muscled, out strengthened. I mean, outmatched by Jade Cargill in every single possible way. So I don't see Liv going after. I don't see Liv going after Jade. I think her play is going to be Stephanie Vaquer. And we'll have to find out, but I think that's what her play is going to be. I think her play is going to be La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer. And if Raquel wins it, and obviously Raquel didn't win it on Monday, but yeah, I think it's Vaquer is Liv's play. It's her best play. It honestly is. It's a much better play than going after. Like I said, it's a much better play than going after Jade Cargill. Okay. I don't like Liv. I don't like Liv going after Jade. No. I think, like I said, Raquel. She just wrestled. Her and Vaquer just wrestled, so that's why I'm saying Raquel. Stephanie Vaquer is the better play. Is the better play here for Liv. And obviously, like I said, we knew Roman was going to go CM Punk. You have the history there. And they talked, brought up War Games, this last War Games, hey, I shook your hand, and you betrayed me, blah, blah. So there is definitely, definitely story there. Absolutely, there is a lot you could do with this. So that, in a nutshell, was Monday Night Raw. Like I said, wasn't really anything to write home about. I mean, it wasn't, whoa, oh my gosh, it was an average episode of Monday Night Raw. I'll say it was an average episode. It was average. It was average. An average episode. Run-of-the-mill Monday Night Raw. So, that is it, guys. That's it for this one. But hey, before you guys do go, though, I need you guys to comment. I need you guys to give this video a thumbs up. I also need you guys to check this video right here in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Check out this video, this next video. And make sure you guys comment right down at the bottom in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of Monday Night Raw. What you guys think of CM Punk Roman Reigns for the world title. Who you think Liv is going to choose. And what do you think the fate of Judgment Day, and what is the fate of Finn Balor? That was another thing. We got a Finn Balor video package, which was interesting. It was an NXT Origins video package. It was Finn Balor. And so my question then becomes this. are we going to start to see signs of Finn wanting to leave the Judgment Day? And are we going to go back to NXT Finn, like the Prince? Because that is what I would want. That is the Finn Balor that I have been clamoring for the longest time. I am a Finn Balor mark. I am a Finn Balor fan. I will defend Finn Balor. I love Finn. I will die on that hill of defending Finn Balor because he is so good. He's just been booked so horribly. He has been booked so bad. Especially in the Judgment Day. The guy has not held a title, a singles title, or the World Championship since he won the Universal Championship at SummerSlam years ago, which he had to vacate the night after because he tore his shoulder and had to have shoulder surgery, and he's never even sniffed the world title scene. What are we doing, WWE? What are we doing? But I will die on that Finn Balor hill like all day long. But that was also pretty good. I do like when they do the NXT Origins. That's kind of cool. Kind of gives you get a history of some of these superstars that are now in former NXT talent that are now up on the main roster. I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Like I said, make sure you check this video right here in the upper left-hand corner, right above my shoulder. Right above my... Yeah, right here in this corner. Make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys give this video a like. Make sure you guys give this video a subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Roman choosing CM Punk and where you think Liv's going to go. And just kind of your overall thoughts. Let me know your overall thoughts of Monday Night Raw, what you guys thought. If you guys thought it was average, if you thought it was above average or below average. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. I will catch you guys in the next one. This is your boy, Hollywood Steve, saying when you're Hollywood Steve, you're just too sweet.